pledge my service forever.
My name's Kevin Kolde. I am a showrunner for Castlevania Nocturne.
Hi, I'm Samuel Deats. I'm the director of Castlevania Nocturne.
Hi, I'm Adam Deats, and I am the co-director of Castlevania.
Hi, I'm Katie Silva, and I'm the character design supervisor on Castlevania Nocturne.
It's a cool setting to play around in. It's a shift for us too, to get to explore something new and different with the series, and both storytelling and from a visual perspective.
This is a time period that I love watching, like, movies and dramas of. You got to draw some of the Robot à la Française. Like, don't come at me, historical YouTube costume design people. I don't know how to say that, but it's just a great silhouette. It's a great silhouette, and also Castlevania, if you look at all the games, the costumes have never been purely historically accurate.
Death to you!
And vampires have different fashion too. Generally the human characters are a little bit more grounded, but the vampire characters we really get to play around with. We get to incorporate a lot of visual K elements, like J-Rock, stuff that Ayami Kojima would incorporate too. That's stuff that I also grew up with and a lot of my designers grew up with. So we get to have a lot of fun.
To the one before whom evil trembles.
I give my devotion.
To the devourer of light, the Messiah.
So this is our first look at Drolta Fuentes. In the series, she's played by Ulrika Johnson. She is the emissary for Elizabeth Bathory, who is the self-proclaimed vampire messiah, played by Franca Potenta. So Drolta's come to Machecoul in western France ahead of Elizabeth's arrival to make preparations and to secure an alliance of disparate groups with counter-revolutionary agendas, and to unite them all under Elizabeth's leadership. And Elizabeth has promised to lead them all to crush the revolution. So she's there sort of on her advanced mission to make all the arrangements before Elizabeth's arrival. Katie?
She's my wife. She's my favorite. And because she's my favorite, we gave her a different outfit every episode. That was a joke initially because we had a bunch of designs that we gave to producers, and I think Clive said, "Oh, we should just use all of them." And I said, yes.
Yeah, I'd never seen a designer obsess about a character internally as much as Katie did with Drolta. She ensured that she put as much love as she could into that character.
We're looking for someone called Belmont. That would be the ungrateful wanker.
Tell me what you know about this vampire messiah.
She will bring horror beyond nightmares. Suffering and pain beyond endurance.
Do you know what they are?
No.
Well, whatever they are, I'm sure they can die.
So what we're seeing here is the first meeting between our group of heroes. So here we have Annette and Edouard, who Annette is 19. She's played by Tusu Mbedu. And we have Edouard, who's played by Sidney James Harcourt. They are both have arrived from Saint-Domingue, which is now known as Haiti. And they have basically come here. Annette's mentor in Haiti had a vision of a vampire messiah, and they have been sent to France to seek out someone named Belmont. I think from a character standpoint with Richter, we tried to pull all the important attributes that we could from him from the game, but also really have to flush those things out.
Richter is younger, he's not as experienced. There's room for growth compared to what we've had in the previous series. When we went in developing the character and designing him and everything, we absolutely were wanting to make sure we invoke the spirit of the character that we felt in our hearts as we played the games. Is the best way I could put it.
Yeah, his design specifically is kind of a combination of his Dracula X Chronicles remake design plus the original PC Engine design. There's a third design in the mix that kind of got passed around. I want to say it was the Pachinko game design, and then there was one in Smash Brothers, a slight alteration too, right?
There's like little nods to everything, along with very subtle adjustments to his look that invoke a bit of Trevor and Silva. There are just like very subtle, thoughtful decisions with his silhouette and certain aspects of his outfit and everything. Well, obviously the elephant in the room is the headband. You know, we actually had a lot of debates over whether or not the headband should go on him after, the Chronicles X design that we were leaning it into a little bit. Not only plays well to the story moment, but it makes the little kid in me joyous.
This track is the opening stage track from Rondo of Blood. It has been a while since we've had Castlevania music in the show. The last time we had it was season 2, episode 7, and so we've been really wanting to do this for a while, and we finally had a moment to do it.
When we got the story proposal for the season, just reading through the story proposal, I saw a particular moment, pretty much as you see it in the show, with divine bloodlines in my head, and it is a very cool and special thing to go all the way back to early outline to the final. So right here we're seeing our interpretation of Maria's magic from the games.
Yeah, the birds they're an interpretation of Suzaku, one of the sacred beasts from Rondo of Blood.
Maria always had animals that she could summon that would fight with her. We see here she's using her magic to draw portals that she's pulling them from, pointing in different directions and creating various arcs to direct the animals. She has sort of a connection with them. This has been a really fun and unique aspect of crafting her own abilities and figuring out how to bring those to life in an interesting way that we haven't seen before in Castlevania. When it comes to choreographing the action in the storyboards, it is always important to me. Obviously, there's a storytelling aspect even to the action. I always want to show something that is new that the audience, hasn't seen before in the show by playing to the particular, skill sets of these characters and how that plays against the sorts of creatures or enemies that they end up having to face. We're looking at Annette right now, and Annette has power over rock and metal. She does all sorts of really cool, fun things, creating various weapons and manipulating the earth and the metal around her in fun ways. So that's been something new that we got to kind of explore. And earlier on in the trailer, you can see her when she's facing off with Drolta, and she's using the door to the cell to stop Drolta and slams her down with it. Those kinds of things can only happen through a marriage of seeing, her set of abilities against, okay, what can Drolta do, and how do those two things clash with each other?
I can also say something from the design end too. With night creatures this time around, they're a little bit more like elegant and humanoid and a little bit less grotesque, but we'll have our designers do like a bunch of pages of night creature drawings, or like taking things from the games or coming up with their own ideas. I'll basically be like, all right, choose your fighter who looks like they'd be fun to put in a fight. This one, I think I remember concept sketches of them. There were little jokey sketches in the sidelines that were like drawing this night creature acting as a hair straightener. It's like, this is how it attacks. It straightens your hair, and it doesn't.
I'm still disappointed that we haven't worked in a Medusa head. And so that's
We'll figure it out.
I am Richter Belmont, last descendant of the Belmont clan, and I kill Vampires!
Notice how his powdered wig did not fall off when his head fell off.
Yeah, it's not a powder wig, it's his actual hair. He's a vampire. You know, they can just grow the hair however they need to. So this is in Symphony of the Night. Aurochs is a boss character that you can fight against. He literally has this attack in game. Sam decided to board this in a couple of the episodes. I got really excited about it. I was really happy to see this included. Honestly, one of the fun parts of the show is that there's not a lot of limitations in what kind of things you can do in combat. You know, sometimes there's story-related stuff that we have to adhere to and be careful about, but a lot of time we can just kind of have fun and do things in a way that brings back the games in little ways. I would say that in terms of Easter eggs, this is the primary way in which we'd be introducing Easter eggs into the show. It's little stuff like this.
Drawing lots of skulls rotating in 3D space, though, it kind of sucks.
No fun.
I'm just gonna put it out there.
Yeah, pretty hard. So this is a loose reference to his, Sam, I may be misremembering, but I do believe this is his weapon crash attack when he does not have a sub-weapon equipped in Rondo of Blood, Symphony of the Night, etc.
I can't remember if he had the blue flames for that, but the blue flames are a nod to the Grand Cross weapon crash that you see, and also just like an aspect of Richter, what makes him unique to the other Belmonts that we've seen.
Soon there will be only darkness.
Yeah, in case it wasn't obvious, Edouard is an opera singer, where we first meet him.
You don't get to see them, but I'm very proud of the shoes I drew for this outfit. They're really, really, really good shoes.
You're gonna see why when you watch the show, because
Just you wait.
Katie went hard on those shoes.
Thank you so much for watching, and please tune in to Castlevania Nocturne, only on Netflix, September 28th.